Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Radio Metropolis.
Welcome to the Superman Radio Podcast here on Radio Metropolis. Lois and Horatio in the Canadian seaside village of St. Selmo engage a ship captain to take them out to the open sea to investigate the strange sea monster plaguing the community. Now, were your ears playing tricks with you, or did you think you heard the last name of the captain as being Marvel? Captain Marvel. I thought I heard that too. Turns out his last name is Marble, which is an odd last name. So not Marvel, but Marble, but still a weird name. And I wonder if they were playing on the idea that kids might also hear the name Marvel at that time and wonder if Superman was teaming up with another hero. And although Captain Marvel was created by Fawcett Comics a year after Superman in 1939, he was a DC hero. Originally, the character of Billy Batson was called Captain Marvel, but due to legal battles and Marvel's later trademark to the name, DC eventually rebranded him as Shazam to avoid confusion. This is why we have the recent movies Captain Marvel and Shazam. We also had the TV series back in the 70s that was called Shazam. Couldn't call it Captain Marvel. So in the Marvel universe, Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson. In the DC universe, Billy Batson is currently played by Asher Angel, and when he turns into Shazam, that actor is Zachary Levi. The Marvel version focuses on the whole Avenger universe of over-the-top superhero seriousness. Shazam takes a more lighthearted approach that to me was more reminiscent of the Tom Hanks movie Big, in which Billy Batson was a kid in an adult body with amazing strength and juvenile sensibilities. While Zachary Levi and Asher Angel led the franchise through Shazam in 2019 and Shazam Fury of the Gods in 2023, there has been no word from James Gunn as to whether they will continue the franchise. I would say they probably will, but without Zachary Levi. That's my guess. Politically, I think that's the reason why. So which of these is better? Fans of Shazam love the wish fulfillment aspect. He's a kid who turns into a god, but fans of Carol Danvers love her resilience and power. She is a seasoned soldier and a Top Gun pilot who has overcome immense trauma. So the who likes who better is simply a matter of taste. In terms of general likability and relatability, Shazam usually wins. However, in terms of fame and impact on modern pop culture, Captain Marvel currently holds the lead of her central role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, as far as box office, Captain Marvel just totally wiped them off the face of the earth with $1.1 billion worldwide. I had no idea Captain Marvel made that kind of money. I really didn't. I thought it did well, but I didn't think it did that well. The sequel, however, didn't achieve anything close to that. But Shazam and its sequel fared even worse. So, all right, let's get to our episode here tonight as Lois and Horatio head out to the open sea with this strange captain who somehow has a personal interest in this bizarre sea monster. Will Lois get more than she bargained? I would say definitely yes. This is The Phantom of the Sea, Part 2, from April 29th, 1947, here on the Superman Radio Podcast on Radio Metropolis.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman.
Today, Lois Lois Lane comes face to face with the mystery of the sea, while Clark Kent, worried and concerned, is still forced by Editor Perry White to remain in Metropolis, although a sixth sense tells him that Lois and Horatio Horn are about to expose themselves to grave danger. The cold and clammy fingers of fear seem to have fastened on the tiny fishing village of San Selmo on the Canadian Atlantic coast. Women and children speak in hushed voices behind drawn blinds, and strong men who fear nothing human move with suspicious caution along the village's fog-shrouded streets. At the docks, the sturdy fishing fleet lies desolate and deserted, for no boat will venture offshore so long as the deep, dark ocean contains what the villagers refer to as the Thing. In an effort to solve the mystery, Lois Lane and Horatio Horn, an eccentric Daily Planet correspondent who fancies himself a detective, have come to San Selmo. Unable, however, to secure any information from the obviously terror-stricken natives, they engaged the services of Captain Jonathan Marvel, a burly, gruff-speaking skipper, who agreed to take them to the offshore fishing grounds in his boat. But not before he warned,
"It's only fair to tell ye that if we meet up with what's out there, ye may never come back to shore alive."
As we continue now, we join Lois and Horatio Horn aboard the Nancy Ruth, Captain Marvel's diesel-powered fishing boat. A swirling gray fog is closing in over the choppy waters as the boat heads eastward toward the open sea. Listen.
Fog's getting thicker, isn't it, Captain Marvel?
Aye.
Kind of, choppy, too, isn't it?
I might.
Look, Miss Lane, maybe we'd better...
If you're going to suggest turning back, Horatio, skip it. I wired the first installment of this story to the paper before we came aboard, and I'm staying aboard until we see what's out here, and that's final.
Remember Captain Marvel's warning, Miss Lane?
I don't think he was serious. Were you, Captain?
Aye, I was. You may judge better for yourself when you lay eyes on the Thing.
Have you ever seen it?
Aye, that I have. And a fearful sight it is, too. One that makes strong men shudder with sudden weakness, and weaker men faint dead away.
You see, Miss Lane, it's no laughing matter.
Nobody's laughing, Horatio. But I'm certainly not going to let anything frighten me until I see it for myself and make certain that it is real.
Just be patient, ma'am. You'll see for yourself, and may the Lord protect you.
With Captain Marvel's somber words echoing in their ears, Lois Lane and Horatio Horn shudder in the foggy darkness as the boat plows through the rough sea. Meanwhile, in Metropolis, Clark Kent is in the office of Editor Perry White, who has just received Lois's telegraphed story from San Selmo.
Well, I'll be...
What is it, Chief?
Great Caesar's ghost.
Well, Chief, for Pete's sake.
Now, wait, Kent, wait. Let me finish this.
The way your eyes are bulging out of your head, I'd say Lois's first dispatch has you convinced she's really run into a story up there.
Yes, but... Oh, well, this just can't be.
Well, do you mind letting me read it so I know what you're talking about?
No. Here, read it.
Thanks.
Is it possible that people still fall for such superstitious tripe in the 20th century?
The entire local fishing industry is paralyzed by an unreasonable fear of some apparently frightening thing said to be seen at the North Fishing Banks about 3 miles offshore.
Now, does that make sense to you, Kent?
Wait a minute, Chief. Questioned by this reporter, natives refused to comment beyond the statement that there's something out there in the sea.
Of all the ridiculous rubbish.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Well, there certainly isn't anything supernatural.
Oh, of course not.
Then why all the fuss? I tell you, Lois and Horn are making up something out of nothing in order to justify that trip.
And I tell you, that's nonsense.
Then will you please explain what this is all about?
Well, I don't know, but it sounds as if...
As if what?
Well, you know how some people believe in legends.
Yes.
This may be the beginning of a superstitious legend.
All the more reason for ignoring it.
Oh.
We're running a newspaper, not a ghost story magazine.
On the other hand, Lois reports the entire village affected. That sounds like more than just a legend.
Oh, come now, Kent. Don't...
Oh, now, wait. I don't mean to imply that there actually is a supernatural monster in the sea off St. Selmo.
Then what do you mean?
I don't know exactly, Chief, but...
Don't tell me.
Well,
don't tell me. You've got another of your hunches.
That's right. I've got a feeling there's something important behind this mystery, something too big for Lois and Horatio Horn to handle alone.
And great big strong you wants to go up there and help them. Is that it?
Well...
Yeah, get it out of your head, Kent. You're staying here.
But, Chief, Lois is
We'll find out just what's going on with Lois right now.
What are you doing?
Making a call to... Miss Backrack. Put through a call for Lois Lane at the Fisherman's Inn. Yeah, that's right. It's in St. Selmo, Canada. No, Selmo. Selmo. Yes, and hurry it up. I know, but this is an emergency.
Well, now, what do you expect to learn from talking with her?
Well, for one thing, I'll find out if her story's on the level. Then we'll see what we'll do about it.
Well,
until then, you stay put.
Once again prevented from following a hunch, Clark Kent, in reality Superman, is forced to fidget uneasily in Metropolis. While aboard Captain Marvel's boat, Lois Lane and Horatio Horn move closer and closer to the mystery of the North Fishing Banks.
Haven't we been running more than half an hour, Horatio?
Let me see. Yes, Miss Lane. It's been exactly 55 minutes since we left the dock.
Do you think Captain Marvel has lost his way in the fog?
I doubt it. There's quite a sea running. Chances are it held us back somewhat.
Oh. Horatio.
Yes, Miss Lane.
Do you... Well, that is... I mean... How do you feel about Captain Marvel?
What do you mean?
Do you trust him? I mean, do you think that he...
Well, look sharp, mate.
What's that, Captain?
Look sharp now. We're coming on the fishing banks.
You mean this is where the thing is supposed to be?
Aye. It was in these waters. It was last seen.
Hold my arm, will you, Horatio? I'm afraid of falling overboard.
Don't worry, Miss Lane. I'll hold on to you, by Gulliver. Captain Marvel.
What do you want?
How are we going to see anything? In this fog, I mean.
It's beginning to lift.
He's right, Horatio, it is.
Do you see good enough? If there's anything to see.
Say, what's that out there dead ahead?
It looks like it looks like a couple of red light buoys.
No light buoys out here.
Well, then what could...
That's it! By heaven, that's it!
The thing?
Aye. Now do you believe me?
Great Lucifer, just look at the size of it.
Those huge, red glowing eyes.
Mark how it lashes the sea into foam.
Good heavens.
It's seen us.
What?
Look, it's coming toward us.
See hot of it. So it is.
Swing the boat around. Swing it.
Hurry. It's going to ram into us.
Captain Marvel swings his boat in a dangerously sharp turn. Lois Lane and Horatio Horn stare in terrified disbelief at what appears to be a huge red-eyed sea monster rushing toward them. What will happen now? We'll know more in a moment when we return for the exciting climax of today's episode. So keep listening. As we continue now, Captain Marvel, disregarding the rough sea, is swinging his boat in a sharp U-turn in an effort to escape from what appears to be a huge red-eyed sea monster, bent on ramming the fishing craft. Standing in the stern with Horatio Horn, Lois screams a warning as the boat heels over until its gunnels are almost underwater.
Captain Marvel, look out!
We're going to capsize.
Hang on or you'll go overboard. There, we made it.
Oh, thank heaven.
But we're not safe yet, by Gulliver. That thing's coming lickety-split after us.
Oh, yes. Faster, Captain, faster.
Full speed ahead. Pour on the coal.
Throttle's wide open now.
Look, it's gaining on us.
Do something, Captain, for heaven's sake. Do something.
Can't do nothing more than I'm doing. This is as fast as you go.
Good gracious.
Still gaining, is it?
Oh, yes, yes.
At the rate of a mile a minute.
We're doomed. We have to turn.
Here it comes. Brace yourself, Miss Lane.
Down on the deck. Down.
For a split second after the crushing impact, Captain Marvel's sturdy fishing boat makes a valiant effort to remain on its keel. Then, heeling over sharply, it capsizes, spilling its skipper and passengers, Lois Lane and Horatio Horn, into the cold, dark waters of the North Atlantic. What is this thing that appears to be an angry, monstrous creature of the sea? And what will happen now to Lois and her two companions, while Superman, prevented by Perry White from following his hunch, is still in Metropolis, fretfully pacing the floor of White's office in his guise of Clark Kent? There are thrills and excitement ahead in Superman's adventure with the Phantom of the Sea, so don't miss a minute of it. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow. Same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at this same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
And that was The Phantom of the Sea Part 2 from April 29th, 1947, here on the Superman Radio Podcast on Radio Retropolis. Just to wrap this up, I have to say, for only being episode 2, this has some of the best action in a Superman episode in a long time, and Superman's not even a part of it yet. I like this idea of a sea monster terrorizing the village, which I'm sure we'll find out is some mastermind controlling some valuable asset, and they need to scare away intruders. This is somewhat similar. Okay, I'm talking to my Adventures of Superman TV people out there now. It's very similar to the season 1 television episode of The Deserted Village, when Lois goes back to her hometown to find it was Clifton, right? The hometown. To find it was deserted due to a mysterious creature that comes from the sea. Turned out that some unscrupulous people found out her hometown was ground zero for having a large deposit of hydrazite, which is a powerful bomb ingredient underground worth a fortune. We'll see if something similar pops up down the road here, as we have a ton of episodes to get through. I mean, a lot. And that'll do it for us tonight. That was The Phantom of the Sea, Part 2, from April 29th, 1947, here on the Superman Radio Podcast on Radio Retropolis.
This is Radio Retropolis.